Well, several years ago, I did a Master's of Climate Change, looking to do a bit of a career change. And I learned about heat pumps in one of my courses. And at first I was really skeptical because they were trying to tell me that a heat pump was 3 times more efficient than a gas furnace. And my initial thought was, well, that's just not possible. There's something wrong. They're pitching this, they're pulling the wool over my eyes or greenwashing or something. And then I went and did a little bit of research and I went, oh my goodness, it is 3 times more efficient than a gas furnace. And it can be that because it's moving heat, not generating heat. And then I thought, well, that's just so cool. Canada is moving towards decarbonizing, maybe not at the pace that I want, but it is moving that way. And in the long term, the best solution that we have for decarbonizing buildings is heat pumps. So I have a ducted cold climate air source heat pump that provides all of our heating and cooling. We do not have a backup system. We're all electric. So there is an auxiliary heat strip in there, and that is there primarily in case anything goes wrong with the heat pump. It's there as sort of an insurance. It's also there in case it gets really cold and the heat pump just can't keep up. But we've had it for 5 winters now, and that electric strip has never come on other than during a defrost. So this heat pump was sized explicitly so that it could provide all of the heating down to the lowest temperatures that we typically get in this region. I like to say that I was really surprised by how much more comfortable my house has been since installing the heat pump. I didn't realize that one of the reasons I wasn't as comfortable in my home before was because when the furnace goes on, you get a blast of heat and then it cools down. And you sort of get a waveform of heat. It's hot and then it's cool and it's hot and it's cool. And then on top of that, we had setbacks at night, which everybody tells us is the most energy efficient way to run your furnace. But it means that the floors and the walls and the furniture all cools off at night, and it essentially sucks the heat out of you when you get up again in the morning. It takes a long time for those surfaces to warm up. Nope, no problems whatsoever. The only issue we've had in the wintertime was a couple of winters ago we had a lot of snow overnight and it covered our outside unit. So we had to go out and shovel it out so that you could get some air circulation through the heat pump and it could do its heat exchange. But that's been the only winter issue we've had. Just for reference, the couple of years before we got the heat pump, we also had another winter with a lot of snow. And it covered the exhaust for the gas system, and that shut off the gas system as well. So, it's, I guess, all houses, you have to watch out when there's a lot of snow and make sure that things are cleared around where you've got gas exhaust or where your heat pump is drawing air from. Well, you're reducing emissions, and that's helping to ensure that we are securing a better future for our kids. It also means I'm not burning fossil fuel in the home, so there's no carbon monoxide risk. Because we are no longer connected to the gas system, we were able to get rid of our carbon monoxide detector. That risk is gone. We're no longer producing pollution because burning natural gas does produce air pollutants that contribute to smog. So that, that's a bit of a feel good. Yeah, I think it's important to get a good installer that knows what they're doing. And I tend to recommend people look for 2 important things: that the installer do a proper heating load calculation, that they're not just guessing what size is right for your home. Right sizing matters. And that they're also looking at the size of the ductwork and doing calculations to make sure that your ductwork can support the size of heat pump that they want to install. One of the ways that you can do that is to look for installers that are registered as HRAI Heat Pump Champion Advocates. So that's the Heating, Refrigeration and Air Conditioning Institute. they have a list of installers that have had this extra training that ensures that they are doing a good job of installing and that they're not going to try to talk somebody out of a heat pump when that's what they've been asking for.